The raw vulnerability and anger coming out of Ariana, first of all, warranted. Second of all, she warned you.
Your art may imitate life, but life imitates TV. If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
My ex has, on numerous occasions, almost more negligent than not when it comes to things like leaving doors open, doors unlocked, whatever. And he not only invaded my privacy by going into my room unauthorized and without my knowledge, but then he locked my dog in the room for 3+ hours. And the only reason that she got to the emergency vet is because Anne had heard her upstairs and let her out. Like, if I had a busier day and hadn't come home when I'd come home, who knows what would have happened, because nobody would have seen anything.
Maya, like, by the way, eats everything.
Maya very often gets into things. She's eaten laxatives, she's eaten pillows, hair coloring.
Like, I left paintballs on the floor and she ate
You're not doing yourself favors.
orange paintballs. They taste like soap. I left paintballs on the floor and she ate
You're not doing yourself favors.
orange paintballs. They taste like soap.
I can't leave soap on the floor. There's other on the floor. Like, she ate paintballs and a perfect Italy country on the couch. Literally, it looked just like Italy. She survived that. And then I went to CVS. I got some organic laxatives, ate 400 laxatives.
Called him a dog murderer.
The attempted dog murderer was eavesdropping.
And he stopped, and Brock said, "Who's the dog murderer? Is it Tom? Is it Tom? Because I told you guys I was in an orgy. But remember, there was 2 vaginas and 2 dicks. So that evens out, not gay. Okay, remember the Sheena, you remember? Okay, who's the attempted dog kill? You, Brock, you know. You live with Sheena. She's following 56 people's locations, and you don't know that Tom almost killed her dog? Sheena knew when she was at the emergency vet, allegedly. Sheena's got a tracking location on Maya, allegedly. Sheena's the one that called Ariana and was like, something's wrong with Maya. She's not moving a lot. She's up in your bedroom. I got it on the location. Do something. Allegedly, Sheena saved Maya's life. So you know. And he's like, who's the dog? Who's the dog whisper? And Tom's like, oh, she's talking about me, because Ariana, And Ariana was like, don't talk to me. You almost killed my kids. The raw vulnerability and anger coming out of Ariana, first of all, warranted. Second of all, she warned you.
I'm allowed to fucking feel a certain way because he did to me. I never did anything to him.
He's never gonna get it.
Ariana,
He did this. I did not do this.
If he were to say to you,
I don't want him to say to me. I want him to go jump in the ocean.
no, he has no way of winning.
Hello.
No,
Hi.
Lala, no.
Hello.
Okay,
I did not do anything to him. Period.
yeah.
It's like you're gonna go up to a dog bites. You're like, that dog bites. It's had horrible humans, because I just believe that's the only reason dogs really bite, but I'm sure there's other reasons. The dog bites, but you're just sticking your hand in its mouth, and the dog's like, don't do that. Don't. And you're like, I'm gonna do it again. And then you get bit and you go, oh my God, she's such a bitch. She's such a raging bitch. Because Tom pokes. Listen, you are pushing yourself down everyone's throat. And you are basically, I can't be alone. And you're only doing it because you want to steal the friendships from Ariana. When she showed up at that night, when you guys were all out at the bar and you had to take a SHIT, you told everyone because you're a real classy guy. You were so mad when she showed up and got all that attention. You're mad about that Duracell. You're mad about all the brand deals and all the success and the money. Well, you sing horrible karaoke. I get it. You're mad. So you're poking. And then Ariana was like, and you couldn't handle it. It is completely normal for her to feel that anger this soon after something so cruel that he did to her. It's completely normal to feel that kind of anger at someone who not only did that, but continues to paint a narrative like you're the evil one and not atone or accept any accountability.
This man not only tried to ruin me, but now he's saying everything he possibly can to make me seem like a horrible partner.
Ariana doesn't do a goddamn thing in that house.
don't even know how her ass gets wiped. The girl's so fucking goddamn lazy. You don't even empty the litter box of your cat. Jesus, come on, man. I literally pulled out the litter box and replaced the entire thing. I had 12 shits in it. It gets annoying to have her like talk shit about me like being a certain way when she literally is the laziest person.
She has yelled at him so seldom, and then he was like, oh, Schwartz, that happens all the time. She does that. This is what I've done with my whole relationship. No, Tommy, no. Tommy, stop that. You're not a good actor. Rachel Raquel said it on her podcast. You're a horrible actor. I do agree with her.
Have you noticed when Tom Sandoval cries, he is crying up against a wall, away from the camera, because these are not actual tears.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I just look at those pictures and I'm like, that will never happen again.
He is not a good actor. There's a reason why he has failed in acting, and I am not falling for this BS. So I hope you guys aren't either.
No, Tom, we don't believe that. No, you pushed and pushed and pushed and continue to push this woman and try to embarrass her and try to get people to hate her. And off of the show, you tried to replace her with her friend. I mean, you disrespected her to the highest degree. Why the fudge would she ever want to have a conversation with you? You can leave. Go home, wash your nails off, read a book, get into some therapy. None of this screamy weemy orgasm therapy either. I'm talking real sit down, figure out what the fridge is wrong with you.
It feels like an emotional orgasm.
And I've seen people be like, oh, how is Ariana going to be so emotional or invested or angry? She's already with someone else. You think that shit doesn't follow you for years? You think when someone disrespects you or emotionally abuses you or any of that stuff, that doesn't just go away because you find a better relationship. That sits with you. That's a process. Ariana is in a grieving process. I don't understand why we can't give her a freaking season to grieve this douchebag. She actually did care about this asshole. And it's a grieving process. And guess what one of the steps of the grieving process is? Anger. And she's at that step. No matter what opportunity she has in brand deals, these people are thinking in terms of brands and money, and they're not thinking of things in terms of the heart. And I get they're all reality stars, and this is benefiting Ariana in a way financially, but it doesn't heal the heart. Despite whatever problems they had in their relationships, she didn't think it was going to go down like this. Now she has to think in the back of her head, can I even trust someone when I leave to grieve the death of a family member? He's going to be boning someone in my bed, because that's what Tom Sandoval did. This isn't just everybody cheats. This is she's grieving the loss of people she loves. And instead of going with her to grieve, he her friend in their bed. Are you kidding me? That's gonna take some time to get over. Unless you've been through something like this and it's happened to you where your whole world just flipped upside down in a short period of time when you didn't expect it, which it appears that that's how this went down, then I don't know if you can understand this feeling. Sure, she's killing it. She's getting all these deals and she loves it, but she still has these trust things in her heart. Unfortunately, she fell in love with the douche nozzle. And now she has to process this trauma. It's a freaking trauma. This is a trauma that Tom caused. He could have easily said, Ariana, I'm not happy. I'm leaving. He could have easily said that. That is the easiest thing you can do.
How would you handle it differently now? Let's say that it had happened, and let's say that you develop feelings someone else when you're in the middle, of a relationship. What would you do differently at that point?
I think I was so wrapped up too in trying, because obviously I care for Ariana, so I was so wrapped up in trying to have the most perfect breakup. Like I looked at like Tom and Katie's breakup and I was like, it's like I want it to be even better, even more like whatever.
Bitch, you better be joking.
And I think I was wrapped up on trying to do things perfectly, and then also it got to a point too where like subconsciously I'm like delaying the inevitable because I'm delaying the hurt that's gonna come. And I think, looking back, and people always say it, you know, like said it to me so many times, like I can't even begin to count, but like, you should have just broke up with her, you should have just broke up with her. But it's like, obviously when you're in it and you've been with somebody, it's the longest relationship by far, by like double that I've been in. So, you know, when you're with somebody for 9 years, you know, it's like they're kind of like family, you know, in a sense. And it was it was just hard to like to go through with that, to try to like, I mean, I was doing this process like trying to make it perfect, but I should have just pulled the trigger and done it. And I should have backed off when I felt feelings, and really tried to get to the root of where those are coming from, and like,
What's going on?
you know, if they're just like for this person, or the need to feel loved, like, because I was lacking so much love, I was yearning for it. And so when I got it, I was yearning for that like admiration that like in my life, and that I wasn't getting. And so when I got it, I just was like, it became intoxicating to me.
It became intoxicating to me.
The easiest thing you can do, anyone who says it's not is a damn liar, and the only reason he didn't want to do it is because he's a selfish prick, and he thought, hey, I have these brand deals with Ariana, and I don't want to ruin that. I can have my cake and eat it too. And I'm a chicken shit. That's why he didn't do it. It wasn't to save Ariana. It wasn't because she was threatening to take her own life. And also, way to go with the sensitivity of mental health that we're supposed to have for you, despite you've been outing and disrespecting all of the women's mental health, like Ariana and Rachel Raquel.
There just was a very big disconnect. I felt like, you know, when we would be around each other, it was just for show. It felt acty. It felt like, yeah, like you're my homie, but like obviously the chemistry was just gone. Just different friends, like we would go out and just completely split up, and it just was not positive. And I found myself in a very bleak place where I was like, is this the rest of my life? There's so many things going on. We're a good team in the sense of like work together well, and like we have all these things that we've built. Like this is the most, you know, we've built our lives up together. We came up together in that sense, and I came to just a realization, you know, I need the love, like the real love.
You full of shit. That's what you are. You full of shit. Now take that to the bank and cash that damn check.
Don't look at me in the eye.
See, they were fighting.
You already got everything, Ariana. You already got everything. You got all the campaigns you got. Now you're gonna take my assistant?
The level of fury and rage, it was intense. I saw like in her eyes, like a fiery disdain for you.
You want to come back at me about the litter box? You almost killed my dogs. You not go in my room.
He's got some anger too because of how Tom was sort of cheating on her when Charlotte was gone. I mean, look, it goes so deep, dude.
Well, I mean, you guys also filmed like not far after. Like now it's been a little bit more time, but I mean, she was still reeling from everything at that moment. That makes me feel sad for her because that feeling of like hatred and stuff is just so much, and it almost does more damage to yourself than to like try to let things go.
You can just tell that like she's on 100 still. There's been no like come down from the anger.
It's not my place to tell her when or when she shouldn't be healed by, or when she should or shouldn't be over it. But like, I think it was a little worrisome to know that it's that close to the surface.
It hurt me to see that she was still hurting so much and is still so angry. And that's a reason why I do try to figure out a road to forgiveness in whatever way, is because I don't like feeling that rage inside of me. But he wasn't doing anything to help take that anger and rage away from her. You know, he's doubling down, he's making excuses, he's weaponizing her mental health. He let the dog in and wasn't paying attention. There's so many things. So I get where even if she had already had months of therapy and work to get past the affair, then this happens, all that shit's out the window because he has now done something new to hurt her and their animal.
This was only 3 months post-reunion. Give her time. Have you never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer? It's a beautiful thing. She has this moment in season 2 after she has sex with Angel, and it breaks the quote-unquote gypsy curse that was put on him because he experienced true happiness, which is, oh my gosh, talk about the patriarchal and like misogynist undertones of that, to be like a woman would bring out the evil in a guy simply with her vagina. Like, give me a break. But I digress. So all of a sudden he becomes Angelus, the vampire, the evil version of himself, before he got his soul back. It's a long story. Watch the show. It's amazing. And she has this moment where now he's Angelus and he's just disrespecting her, trying to kill her friends, trying to kill her, just being a real Tom Sandoval.
What's that do?
That's what I'm supposed to do. If I just keep fighting,
You know what the worst part was, huh? Pretending that I loved you. If I'd known how easily you'd give it up, I wouldn't have even bothered.
It doesn't work anymore. You're not Angel.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Doesn't matter. The important thing is you made me the man I am today.
And she has to, you know, be in one of these battles when they're trying to end the world, him and the other vampire friends and things. They were fighting, like physically fighting, because she's, you know, the Slayer, and she's, you know, there's one girl in all the world who will, defend us from the vampires, the evil, and the forces of darkness. She's the Slayer. It's her calling. She was called. She didn't choose it. And he says, you can't kill me. You can't. And he's saying horrible things to her, and he's done horrible things to her.
You're not quitting on me already, are you? Come on, Buffy. You know you want it, huh?
And she looks at him, and she has this moment where she could stake him. He could be dead, but she loved this man at one time. She remembers the good times despite him being a murderous demon now in her face that could destroy the world. And instead, she kicks him straight in the balls, and she says, give me time.
You can't do it. You can't kill me.
Give me time.
And in time, guess what? She killed him. But you need time. The heart needs time. We're not all robotic asshole narcissists like Tom Sandoval. She needs time.
Just keep fighting, just keep fighting. That's what I'm supposed to do. If I just keep fighting, just...
She'll be free of him, but she needs a frickin' minute. And she told you people, she needed a minute. She needs her Buffy minute. Give her a damn minute.
Oh, I need a hug.
'Cause I used to